Hello, my favorite people. My name is Amber Fowler, and I am back with more Scentsy fragrance for you today. I'm so excited to share with you my fourth Scentsy Club order, and look, oh my goodness, the boxes just keep getting bigger. We are going to unbox these beautiful boxes here, and I'm going to take you through all the new things that are in my Scentsy Club. I'm going to try to do everything by color, so that'll be different. And if you're interested to see what's in these boxes as well as what's in other hauls in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell that just notifies you anytime I post a new video. Let's get into this.
We've got a yellow and a red. I'll be organizing those after I unbox this guy. My Scentsy orders be huge.
Oh my gosh. There are lots of boxes within this big box. I mentioned in my Scentsy Fall Winter Transition Club Updates video, and if you haven't seen that video yet, you can check it out up here, and I'll also link it in the description for you. I mentioned what my half price item is going to be in this order, and I changed it. Actually, like, this caught my eye. There were some things in the October whiff box that I was interested in, and for half price, whiff boxes are already discounted. By the way, you're getting more value for your buck when you spend $35 on a whiff box by itself, but you're getting even more of a discount when you buy a whiff box at half price through your Scentsy Club. So that is what I got as my half price item. Again, this was from October. It is not currently October. I'm not always able to film things right as I get them or right when they are available, and that has more to do with my job and my personal life. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm not going to open this now because it is past the October window here. So I'll save you the trouble of seeing what was in the October whiff box. Okay, so what I've got now are two boxes within the box. So figure out the best way to get these out.
Oh dear. Okay.
And oh, it smells so good. It smells so good in here. Sometimes when fragrances just kind of collide, like a bunch of different bars, which I know is what's in these boxes, that it might not smell super great. It smells fragrant, but it's just kind of like a generic fragrance scent. This actually smells really good.
Look at this. This is the size of me. Okay, getting that out of the way.
Whew. Okay, so we are down to these two boxes. Let's go ahead and unbox these, and then I'll organize them, and we'll get into what wax bars I have chosen for this Scentsy Club order. All right, so these are not in any particular order outside of the fact that they are color coordinated. Okay, so I've organized all the bars by color. We've got our reds, our oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, pinks, and then this like multicolored. I was going based off of the labels, not the wax itself. Maybe I'll do that in another video. And then these are my like golds and browns. There's 3 stacks of those, surprise, surprise, as a gourmand lover. And then my one white label, which is that one right there. So let's see what all of these bars are. Woohoo! So let's start with reds. I love the whole Roy G. Biv. This is the order of colors. There is order 2 colors, and this is the order. I'm just gonna pick right off the top here. We have pink apple and nectarine. It's just a very like unique nectarine scent with like a hint of red fruits, I think, potentially an apple. Very delicious, very springy, summery good. Then I have ruby nectarine, and you might be asking, why do I have 2 nectarine scents? Because they smell very different. Actually, this one gives me more of an apple vibe than pink apple and nectarine, but in any case, very different fruity scents. The nectarine definitely stands out more juicy in this one than it does in this one. This one gives me more of like a watermelon vibe, I think. That's the note that I'm picking up, watermelon, apple, something like that. Whereas this one's just more sharp on the nectarine. Next is rainbow red. This one's a personal favorite of mine. It is just a fruity punch smell. Like, A burst of tropical fruity red fruits blended together to make a delicious smoothie. That's what that smells like. Oh, love that one. Next is Maraschino Sugar Cookie, which is one of the very first scents that I ever put into my Scentsy Club. This was from the Holiday Brick collection back in 2022. And it smells exactly what it sounds like. It smells like sugar cookies with that maraschino cherry note in there as well. Delicious if you love cherry and baked good scents. Next, I have Tropic Nectar. This was a new fragrance to our spring and summer collection. Again, very unique, very tropical, very fruity. I'm getting a little bit of orange zest in here as well. This one's definitely more of a fruity fresh kind of a scent, whereas some of the other nectarine ones were more fruity scents. This one's like a fruity fresh, so if you're into those, Tropic Nectar is probably a good one to stock up on next time we see it. And then I have the infamous Hemingway. I feel like a lot of people really love this scent, and you know what? So do I. At first, I thought this one was pretty masculine, but honestly, you know what? It is it's just a teeny tiny masculine, but it is more apples and spice and homey, cozy cinnamon during Christmas time and the fall time. And I just picture like cold weather and in a cabin. It's a very lovely, cozy take on just a classic apples and cinnamon. So Hemingway, this was a Bring Back My Bar in June of 2023. I highly recommend this one if you can get your hands on it, if it ever comes back. All right, stack number 2 for our reds, we have Apple Press. This one was a Bring Back My Bar in January of 2023. And this is just such a great take on apple. I feel like there's a little bit of floralness to this as well. Appley fruity floral. And we have Orchard Apple and Spice, which did not return in our fall and winter catalog this year. So I'm glad that I put it in there from last year, because this is your typical like apples and cinnamon type of a scent. Classic apples and cinnamon, not too strong on the cinnamon either. It's definitely more of a gourmand cinnamon, not the bark cinnamon. So how this compares to Hemingway, it has more of that like woodsy, cozy cabin kind of a feel, whereas this one's more like bright, juicy apple, gourmand cinnamon, and it's a fruity, spicy kind of a feel. Next is one of my personal faves, and that is Cranberry Muffin. This was a Bring Back My Bar in January of 2023. Top pick. I love this one so much. It is definitely muffin scented and it very cakey, like muffin cakey. It's delicious. Next I have Spiced Berries, which I think comes from the same Bring Back My Bar as the Cranberry Muffin. I believe there's like frankincense and myrrh in this one or something like that. It is definitely a Christmas time spiced deep dark berry scent. There's still some juiciness to this one. There's still some brightness to this one, but it's very, to me, very kind of a classic potpourri Christmas scent. Next, I have Cherry Vanilla Bring Back My Bar from June of 2023. I believe there's almond in this as well, something kind of elevating it. So it's not just a simple cherry and vanilla, although at first sniff, it can kind of smell like that, but the almond in here, I think really helps to kind of back that cherry up. I have not warmed this one yet, but I could imagine that it would perform pretty well. Last for the reds, I have Sugared Strawberry. And as you guys know, this one is a personal favorite. It's an artificial strawberry scent. It's light and cozy as well. Very perfect for spring and summer though. So it's not like so cozy that it's wintry or anything like that. But it is a delicate strawberry scent that is perfect for pretty much any room in the house. I've used this out in the living room. I've used this in the bedroom. I love it in both areas. I think I prefer it in the bedroom just because it is on the lighter side, but overall, just love this scent. So happy to have it in my club now. So that is all of the red bars. Look how many, there's so many. Moving right along to oranges. Let me pull these out. Okay, so we've got 2 little stacks here, and the first one on top is Tangerine Creamsicle. This smells exactly like what you would expect it to smell like. Do you remember those orange sickle pops that you would get as a kid? Oh my gosh, it smells just like that, except it's a little sweeter because it's tangerine and not orange. Very good, very delicious. Next I have Painted Leaves. This is like a total opposite spectrum to Tangerine Creamsicle because Tangerine Creamsicle is more gourmand. Painted Leaves is not a gourmand. This is a 100% like a woody type of a scent. Oh yeah, This one smells like you're out in the woods, like in nature. You can smell the crisp fall air, the leaves, the crunchy leaves all around you. That is a total vibe that I get from Painted Leaves, and that is why I ultimately ended up putting this in my club. Because if I sat here and I smelled it and I'm like, not big onto super woody scents, and I'm picking out, yeah, there's wood, yeah, there's air, yeah, those are things that I don't really love. But collectively, if I step back and think about the bigger picture here, like when I just smell this, like the whole vibe is you're outside in the woods on a crisp fall day. And I love that. I love the scent of that. Next, I have Apricot Vanilla. This one, again, is a good gourmand scent. It smells like apricot or peach ice cream. Very, very good. Oh, sweet and delicious. And then I have Tangerine and Sugarcane. This was from the Sunshine State of Mind collection. Ooh, yes. This one gives me a little bit of gummy worm vibes, but it is very like yummy citrus, orangey citrus, with like a sweet creaminess to it as well. I like it. I like this a lot. And then I have Paradise Punch, which I leaned more orange than red, I thought. But this one smells like straight Hawaiian punch, fruit punch. Are you gonna come out? Or... Ah! Oh dear. This one gives me gummy bear vibes as well. I love that gummy bear scent. I don't know what it is. It's like fruity and sweet and sugary. So that's the first stack of oranges. Next, we've got the second stack. Let's pull this out here. And the one that is on top is Clementine Blossom. I believe this was from our Valentine's Day bundle in 2023. This is such a beautiful take on blossom scents. Like, I'm not huge into floral scents, but this is a pretty citrus scent. The flowers in this are not overpowering or overwhelming or cloying to me. Next, I have Mango Matcha. This one for sure is gummy bear vibes, but also it's tangy and zesty. Yeah, and there's something like slightly powdery in this, and not powdery in the floral kind of a way, but powdery like I think of like powdered green tea matcha. That may be too specific for this, but I get that vibe and a burst of juicy mango and citrus. Next is Clementine Cupcake. This one is a good blend of citrus and bakery. And it's perfect because you definitely get a cake note in here. It's not like the clementine is overpowering enough to drown out the cake note in this. It's a perfect balance between clementine and cake. Next, I have Melon and Apple Granita. Bring Back My Bar, January 2023. And I feel like apple and melon is such a unique blend of fruits that it warranted keeping this one in my club. It's just fresh and fruity fresh. You like those? Melon and Apple Granita. We may have to wait until another Bring Back My Bar to see that, but put that on your list. I actually have a list. I have a list of all the discontinued Scentsy scents that I have come into contact with that I know that if I ever see them again and they're available to where I can put them in my Scentsy Club, like they are 100% going into my Scentsy Club, I will probably end up doing a video on what those scents are, just so that you know, so that you can start making your list as well. But that is coming. So, and if you haven't started one yet, start it now. And you can use this video as your launching pad to do that. All right, the last orange one that I have here is Forever Fall, and this is a newer-ish release. I believe this came out with our Harvest bundle. This one smells so good. Oh, it smells like caramelized pumpkin and brown sugar is like what I'm getting. Yum. It's definitely a gourmand scent. The name is kind of confusing because you think it would just be like a typical fall scent, but it's definitely like gourmand pumpkin and brown sugar type of a scent. That is delicious. Super excited for that one. On to the yellows. We have Sparkling Yellow, of course. This one is the yellow gummy bear. It is juicy lemon. It's got that like gelatin candy aspect to this too. It's like lemon candy. Next I have Autumn Blaze Maple, which was a Bring Back My Bar from January 2022. This one is just, again, it's like unique enough. So it's definitely a fall scent. You get like leaves and a little bit of woodiness. There is, I think they call it a ribbon of oak. I love that description, by the way. Like it's just like a little ribbon of it. It's not so overpoweringly oak, but it's just enough that it gives off you're burning like a mini campfire in the woods during the fall season. And there is something, oh, I say there's something sweet in here. The maple just kind of ties it all in, makes it sweet and not too woody. So that's why I love this one. That's why it has stayed in my club. Next I have Tralala Lemon Sorbet. This one is so good. Oh, this one is very, very similar to Sparkling Yellow. I would say Sparkling Yellow is definitely more bright, juicy, zesty lemon, whereas this one is toned down just a little bit with creaminess. There's like lemon cream. And then I have Pina Colada Cha Cha. This one smells like a straight pina colada. You get the coconut, the pineapple, a creamy, milky base, some rum. It's just embodies what a pina colada smells like. So love that. And then the last one that I have for the yellows is Mango Margarita. And as we all know at this point, this one is just so juicy and so salty. Like you want to just drink it. It's so, so good. Whew, okay. I don't even think we're halfway through these bars yet, but we're going to keep plugging along. Next up, I'm going to pull out the greens. Here they are. Oh my gosh, the greens are so pretty. And there is a wide variety, I think, of different scent categories in the green section, more so than in any of the other sections, I think. The first one that I have is Bonfire Beach, and it's this like minty green color, which I just find so strange. And it kind of, if I remember correctly, this gives me a minty vibe when I smell it too. And I don't know if that's the color or if that is what it's intended to smell like. But if you like Marshmallow Fireside by Bath & Body Works, then you are going to love Bonfire Beach. Definitely get a sweet marshmallow. I get a hint of mint in here too, and it smells good. It's a good mint combination with what I'm about to say. But minty marshmallows over a bonfire at the beach, and it smells so good. I don't know how they've combined all of these scents together and how they've made it to be that good. But this is bomb. It's bonfire from now on. Next, I have Daydream Oasis, and I remember this one being so unique. And when I was going through all like the discontinuing scents and stuff, and if you haven't seen that video, post it here so you can go back and kind of check and see what I'm talking about. But this one, I just remember smelling for the first time in that video and being like, I may need to have this in my club just because it's different. There are so many fresh scents, and this comes from the fresh category if I'm not mistaken, that smell the same. It's a different name, but it smells like laundry and beach. And okay, like that's great. I like variety clearly. And this one gave me that. So let me smell this again because I don't remember offhand what this smells like. Oh yeah, that's so different. It's fresh. Don't get me wrong. I'm getting like maybe cactus and some kind of aquatic vibe with a touch of linen. Next, I have Rustic Lodge. You can already tell this one's going to be much different from the last two, but Rustic Lodge is a very piney, cozy cabin type of a scent. And there's a little bit of sweetness to this one as well. And this one was not about to go in my club, but I did throw it in there kind of at the last minute, simply because I thought it was a very cozy cabin pine scent, which was different from all the other pine scents that I have, which tend to be more like they lean a little citrusy or a little sweet, or maybe even paired with some berry. Again, I love variety, so this one gave me something a little bit different and gave me like cozy pine, and I liked that. So that is Rustic Lodge. This was a Bring Back My Bar in June of 2023. Then I have Cucumber and Cactus Water. This was a spring brick, I think. And it does smell similar, I will say, to Daydream Oasis, but this one gives me more fresh vibes, whereas this one's more aquatic and green, but in the best way. I'm getting like a hint of fruitiness in here too, and I think that must be like the cucumber kind of shining through there, but it is like a freshy aquatic scent, so that one is super unique in my collection. Then I have Pear Blossom and Cucumber, which I absolutely love. You want to talk about a pretty scent. Anytime there's like blossom, I just feel like it's just pretty. It's not so strong on the florals. You definitely get that cucumber in here too, but it's not the note that steals the show. What is in here is the pear blossom, and it stands out so much. And I have loved pear blossom ever since Bath and Body Works had their pear blossom line, and the shower gel in pear blossom was my absolute favorite, hands down. To this day, it's my absolute favorite shower gel from Bath & Body Works. And this is just, it like embodies that scent in a wax. And so that is why I have to have this in my club. 3 more green ones to go. First up is pineapple dragon fruit. This is the green gummy bear. I've got a gummy bear collection going on. You know what? I should make a whole video of like gummy bears, because I've got an orange one, I've got a yellow one, I've got a green one. I feel like I had a red one too, maybe. Oh, that is bursting juicy. And it's not so pineapple-y. So you're just getting a juicy burst of zesty, citrusy, bright, yummy fruits. Like, oh, with again, that little bit of a sugary vibe. So it gives me that like impression of a gummy bear. Next up is cocoa lime. I feel like these two are very similar. I don't know if that's just because I just opened them up together or what, but this one for sure, if you're huge into lime scents, like this is a definite must. Oh yeah, that is like zesty lime. It's just a hint of coconut, but it's so refreshing and zesty and fruity. Like it makes me think of margaritas, even though it doesn't have a boozy note to this, but oh, if you like lime scents, cocoa lime is the bomb. Then last I have is Ariel Under the Sea. So I did throw this one in here. It's giving me green vibes, so I didn't put it in the multicolored section. This is the first time I'm smelling this one, I think. Ooh, you want to talk about like a unique freshy scent. This one is, it's aquatic, but it's not so aquatic that it gives more of like a deep sea vibe. This is giving me like, it's hard to put my finger on. I wonder if there's cucumber in here too, because it has a bit of a fruity note to it. It's like a powdery fresh with a bit of that like watery aquatic note and maybe like a touch of cucumber. I quite like this actually. It's giving me a little bit of pear blossom and cucumber vibes. So if you didn't get your hands on this and this one sounds like something you'd like, you would probably like this scent. These are different scents. They're not the same, but this one gives off the same kind of a vibe. And I'll go ahead and link all of the currently available bars in my description for you so that you can shop for the ones that you like and maybe create that list that we were talking about earlier. All right, on to the blues. It's a 1 stacker here for the blues, and that should not be surprising. I feel like Scentsy leans into the fresher scents with their blue wax, so it's not and shouldn't be terribly surprising that I don't have a lot of blues. I am surprised at how many blues I do have. We'll see how many are actually freshies in here, but just the top one is a fruity. We've got blue agave and melon. And it definitely smells like, it gives me like a blue raspberry and a melon kind of a vibe. Very crisp, and it's just a unique fruity blend. I love that. And then I have Harbor's Edge, which I guess would be a freshy scent. This one smells like ocean spray. Like you're standing over a cliff and the waves are crashing into the cliff and you're getting like a burst of aquatic spray that's just like breezing by past you. I love this one. Again, that's why I got it, is because it's just a unique aquatic scent. Then I have Peter Pan Sweet and Sassy, and I did keep this girl in my 3rd Scentsy Club order video. Again, I'll link that here and in the description if you haven't caught that one yet. I smelled this one for the first time and I quite liked it, so I did end up keeping it. It is yellow wax, and I love that. But there is something super sweet and fruity in here. It does give me a little bit of lemony kind of a scent. I think there's even potentially some florals in here, but you don't really smell those or distinguish those. They just kind of make it smell a little powdery. So it's like a touch of powder, a little bit of lemon, and it really does make me think of pixie dust. I can't explain that, but it's perfect for something that is made for Tinkerbell. That is for sure. Next I have Mediterranean Spa. This one smells like lemongrass and the sea and crisp air and clean, fresh. Oh, it's just a good combination of all of that. Definitely makes me think of a spa. And then I have another fruity. So this one's Berry Bright. Oh yes, and it is very bright berries. It kind of gives me blue raspberry vibes here as well. And blueberry. That is juicy, yummy, like candy blueberry and blue raspberry. Then I've got ocean air and coconut water. I guess this one's a freshie too. So that makes, what, 3 now so far? For a freshie with that coconut, it's like coconut and aquatic vibes. There's something a little perfumey about this too. Something that gives it more depth than just water and coconut. It kind of smells like you're at the beach with like a nice coconut drink. So liked that one. And the last one that I have, I think this one was in the floral category. And this is the kukui and coconut. This one, I'm not sure how long it's going to stay in my club, but I just love the vibrant color. Honestly, that's probably the biggest reason it's in my club. It is definitely a unique tropical floral scent. And then the coconut in here is adding a bit of like that fruity coconutty flavor, if you will. So it's not a straight floral, which is probably why I went with this one and not like any of the other ones. It smells like blue flowers and coconut. It smells delicious. I like that. I'll have to see what that is like warming, but that's the first bar that I've ever gotten of that one. Moving right along to the purples. Now this top one, I couldn't tell if this was purple or pink. It's kind of a blend of both. It's like a fuchsia. So I just threw it in with the purples. And this is raspberry hibiscus tea. This was one of the new fragrances from our spring and summer catalog. And this is the purple gummy bear. No, I'm just kidding. But this is definitely like a sweet sugarcane raspberry with tea, and I can just picture like a little hibiscus flower just floating on top. Like that's what it smells like. The tea notes always get me. I love tea notes because it helps to kind of mute things down in a way that it wouldn't normally be. So instead of this being such a zingy, sharp raspberry, it's like a muted, fruity, cool raspberry. And then I have plum and white woods. Oh, which is so unique. Oh, I love this one so much. Every time I smell it, I'm just like reminded how different this is from pretty much anything else in my collection. It is a sweet, powdery, floral, woody scent with a plum note. And I have My Wish. This was Bring Back My Bar. In fact, I think both of these were Bring Back My Bars from June of 2023. And My Wish smells like purple flowers with a hint of plum, I want to say. It's like definitely a purple fruit. But if you ever wanted to picture what the color purple smells like, I feel like My Wish does it very well. It just smells like purple fruit and purple flowers. And then here's a new one to my collection. This is Coastal Sunset. I believe this was in the woody category, actually. But I remember just being so taken away with how this scent was for being in that category. Yeah, this one has such a fruity element to this that it's more fruity than woody, I think. But maybe when it's warming, it'll be different. I'm also getting a little hint of coconut in there, and I wonder if that's like the coastal part. Then I have Fuzzy Blanket. This is lavender, I think, and linen, basically. Oh, it's beautiful. I've had candles that smelled like this before, so for me, this one's a little nostalgic. I just love that combination. It's like a cozy, fluffy linen with the lavender, and it's like a sweet floral lavender and not like your cologne perfume lavender. It's like definitely more sweet floral. And the last one in the purple section that I have is the new Friends bar. I say new, it's not available currently. It's already been discontinued, but I have heard so many like people hating this bar. And I'm so sad because this one is supposed to smell like a coffee shop, basically. I mean, to resemble the Friends franchise and how they sit around in a coffee shop, like 90% of the TV show. But I have heard that this one smells like a stinky perfume. And that should have just been like, okay, fine, I just don't need this in my collection. But oh, I wanted to smell it for myself. I feel like I have to smell it and review it for myself. So we have one bar and we'll see if it lives up to the stinky perfume, like gosh, awful scent that everyone's been saying. Or if I can pick something else out with this that maybe it doesn't have to be that way or to have that reputation from everybody. We'll see. I want so badly to like this. I'm going to, right now I am cleansing myself of predetermined expectations and This is a new bar, different fragrance, no coffee, nothing like that. It is just, it's just a new bar. We don't know what this smells like, but this is what it looks like. It's not bad. It's not so coffee-like. I think because a lot of people were expecting this to be like this gourmand chocolatey coffee scent. This isn't bad. It actually kind of has an element of like cocoa and coffee. Let me smell the back because the back sometimes gives it away a little bit more than the front. The back smells completely different. I can see why people would say this is gosh awful. What does this smell like? This smells like burnt wood, but not like smoky burnt. It just smells like you're rubbing two sticks together. Like it's not quite a fire. What is this scent? Maybe it's like burnt coffee? Burnt crackers? Maybe it's burnt crackers. That's a weird scent. Scentsy. It smells like burnt crackers. I don't know if you've ever like had a pack of crackers from, you know, store-bought crackers, whatever. You get that one that's like a little charred, a little burnt. Like that's kind of literally what this smells like, except it just came out of the oven burnt. All right, that's an interesting one. Like I said, I didn't have high hopes for this one. And the top gives me like a sweet coke. I do smell the coconut. I believe there is coconut milk or something like that in there. I get that from the top, not from the bottom. The bottom is burnt crackers. That is weird. That's so weird. I wouldn't say I hate it, but it's probably not one that's going to stay in my club. Moving on to the pinks. We've got a couple of piles here for these as well. See? Right on top, we've got hibiscus pineapple, which definitely smells like a pink pineapple, if that makes sense. It's kind of nice, juicy pineapple scent. And then like a sweet floral scent with it too. So that's so nice. I love that. We have strawberry lemon cake. Oh my gosh, this one's so good. This one was a scent of the month, I think, earlier in 2023. This smells exactly like what it sounds like it's going to smell like syrupy strawberries on top of a lemon icing cake. Like, it's so good. And then I have pink coconut, which was another scent of the month, earlier 2023. Ooh, I like this. This smells very pretty. It's not gourmand. It's not a gourmand coconut. And I really don't get like straight coconut. This is a very pretty beachy kind of a scent. This smells like Beach Babe. Like I want this in a perfume. Like that smells so good. And I have the Disney Dream Big Princess Scentsy bar. Do not remember what the notes are in this one. Oh, and this is the first time I've ever smelled this. This one is reminding me of something and I can't think of what it is. I feel like this is a blend of two Scentsy bars that I've already smelled in this in this bundle that I've got here. There's a fruitiness to this for sure. And floral, something fruity and floral. That is nice. That is very nice. I love that. And then we've got Love and Kisses Mini, which is like this sweet, creamy pink berry scent. Like I think there's got to be like strawberry or something in here. It's like a creamy strawberry ice cream kind of a scent. Then I have a watermelon patch, which as you can guess is pretty much just watermelon. But like fresh, juicy watermelon. Little artificial smelling, but in the best way. That smells so good. Rainbow Sherbet is next. This is a pink gummy bear. It's juicy and a little zesty. Definitely smells like when you mix the orange, the lime, and the strawberry, like flavors of sorbet or sherbet together in a bowl. Like that's what you get. And then we have mango shortcake, which just smells like, it honestly smells like mango with like strawberry shortcake. Oh yeah, you definitely get that shortcake note, and I feel like I get whipped cream in there as well. Next up is pink rhubarb sugar. This is another pink gummy bear. No, this is the red gummy bear. Sort. Ah, juicy, zesty. There's got to be like raspberry or something in that. That is so, so good. Bright, bursting, juicy, fruity scent with sugar. Then I have Happy Birthday, which smells just like birthday cake and icing, which I love. Love that smell. Love those notes. And then last for the pinks is Summer Berry Melon. Now this one was a spring brick, I think. 2023. And it smells exactly like what you would think it would smell like. I mean, it's got an element of melon, berries, and like summer air. It's very nice, very pleasant. Okay, moving along to my multicolored stack. So again, I'm going multicolored based off of the labels that are on the front. The first one that I have is Star Apple and Freesia. This was a scent in the Spring Summer catalog for 2023. This one is, again, this one's a fruity floral. This one smells like a perfume to me, like a really nice perfume. It smells like a nostalgic perfume. Very nice. Like that I have that in the wax form. Excited to try that one warming. And I have the two Stitch ones. We've got Angel and then we've got Stitch. So Angel Experiment 624 is what this one's officially called. I didn't know whether to put this one in purple or pink, so that's why it's in the multicolored, but this is what it looks like. This is my first whiff of this too. Light berry scent. Ooh, with an element of bubblegum. Ooh, that's very candy bubblegum berry. I love that. That is, wow, that's pretty good. Actually, as a kid, I know this is going to sound kind of gross. Or maybe not. I guess they put gumballs in like the little popsicles now. I would go to this water park. I don't remember what it was called, but the options for like frozen popsicles or whatever were like, you get the fudge pop, you get the orange creamsicle pop, or they had this special like bubblegum flavored pop, and that was always the one that I got, and this smells just like that, so it gives me so much nostalgia. I got Stitch Experiment 626, and it's this pretty blue wax. First sniffs for this one as well. Oh, this one's delightful. Very berry-like, very aquatic and berry, and I'm getting like beachy vibes with this one too. So it's unique. It's so different from every other one that I've said that smells like that, but it's like a berry aquatic. Very unique. I like it. Next up is another new fragrance for me. This is the Monsters Inc. bar. And it's got Mike and Sully on the front. It's cute. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this one's really good too. Man, I don't typically go for the licensed bars, but I will say, ever since I got a Scentsy Club and I started throwing them in here randomly, I'm like, some of these are just a lot better than what I thought they were going to be. This smells so good. This one's another bright, bursting, juicy, zesty, fruity scent. But it definitely gives off more of like a blue or purple kind of a vibe than like your lemon or your orange or your citrus. It's definitely more like berry-like. Next up, I have the Haunted Mansion Scentsy bar. So really excited to try this one out too. I want to say, so this one's called 3 Thumbs Up, and I want to say this one has like a gourmand element to it. Do not remember what that gourmand element is, but I want to say it's more like a chocolate or a coffee, something along those lines. So let's give it a first whiff. Woo! I like it. This is good. There's something spicy, so there might be like cinnamon or something like that in here. Maybe pumpkin-y? It's giving fall vibes for sure. And with it being the Haunted Mansion, it's like kind of makes sense because Halloween is in October. There's something like baked goods in here, but there's also something, I want to say coconutty, but I don't know again if that's the color throwing me off, but interesting. That is really good. 3 thumbs up. Nice. This is the last one that I have for the multicolored section, and I have been warned that this one's not as good as it sounded like. But again, I had to get one and try it for myself, and this is the Disney Magical Celebration bar. This one was launched with a really cool looking warmer. This one sold out in like, was it even a day? I don't even remember, but it sold out so quickly. Maybe it lasted a couple of days, but it was pretty much gone as soon as it came out. And this is the bar that came with it. So I have the bar, not the warmer, but let's take a first sniff. Okay, I can see the person that told me this was my mom. If you haven't met her yet, she's in this video and I'll link it down in the description. She is not super big into floral scents. This is like a berry flowery scent. I quite like that. This folks is why you try it for yourself. Always. Even like with the news and stuff that you hear or things that you see on the internet, like do your research, form your own opinion. Same with people when they say, oh, this person's a bad person, they did blah, 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 blah. You go meet that person, you determine whether you like them or not. You do not take somebody's word for everything, including me. Don't take my word for everything because my scent preferences are going to be different from your scent preferences and even just the slightest little bit. So always form your own opinions. This is bomb. I don't know if this smells different warming, but this is like citrusy flowers and it's reminiscent of that clementine blossom scent. Just a little bit, but with more of a berry element instead of it being straight clementine. I like this. I like this cold. I don't know if I like this warming, but for now I like this. All right, on to stack number 1 for our golds, browns, tans, whatever have you taupes. On the top here, I've got cinnamon buttercream. This one has been in my club since the beginning. And this one is exactly what it sounds like. It's as if Pillsbury put caramel sauce in their frosting and mixed it all up. That is caramel buttercream. I have a new scent, which is white pumpkin and driftwood. And this one took me by surprise. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this one from the Harvest bundle. But this one, I do like white pumpkin scents. I do quite enjoy those scents. There is like an element of cinnamon spice in this. And then just a hint of like driftwood. But I kind of like driftwood. I actually just finished up using a Calvin Klein driftwood scent. And this smells kind of like it. Except it also has white pumpkin and cinnamon in it too. So this is giving me more fall vibes versus like cologne vibes, which is what the driftwood was giving me. But I like it. It's a good mix of different scents. Again, unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection except for that one. Next up, I have a popular one for my channel, and that is fried ice cream. You guys know I warm this one quite a bit. This one smells like cinnamon fried ice cream. Like it smells exactly like what you think it smells like, but with a touch of cinnamon. Nice. Very gourmand. And then I have vanilla cream, which is again, another one that it smells like what you would think vanilla cream would smell like. It's creamy vanilla. Like, not really much more to it than that. I have Graham Cracker Crunch, which has a peanut butter note in this. I think this is the only peanut butter noted one that I have. And it is so good. It is graham crackers and peanut butter and sugar is what that smells like. A personal favorite of my households. My husband loves this one as well. And I am so thankful that I put this one in my club because this one is now discontinued. And then also same deal with this one, Hug in a Mug. This one is also discontinued. This one is also one of my absolute favorite scents. It is a chocolatey cocoa coffee-esque scent. It's so chocolatey. It's so good. It is sweet and yummy. Hug in a Mug, like I said, just one of my top favorites. On to the second pile of our golds and browns and taupes. We've got Southern Sweet Tea. This one's kind of orangey, I guess, but it is a bit more brown than the other oranges, so I put it in here. And this one smells like sweet tea with a lot of peach. Actually, that peach is probably the reason why this one is staying in my club for now, because I really love the tea note and the peach note, but there is a little something earthy, like tea leaves, I guess, maybe, in there that isn't as appealing to me, but the peach just really makes that pop. And then I have another new one. This is Dutch Apple Bread. This one was in the Harvest bundle as well. And this one smells like cinnamon gooey baked apples in like a bread pudding type of a scenario. Like it's just very appley and very bready and very cinnamony sweet. And I have pumpkin chai. I am so glad I put this one in my club because this one is so good and It did not return in this year's fall and winter catalog. It's just like what you would expect. It is pumpkin. It is like chai latte, cinnamon, yummy goodness. Very highly recommend that one if it ever comes back. And then another one that I'm super grateful that I put in last year. This is Sugar Cookie. This is by far one of my top favorite scents from Scentsy. And it literally, on warm, it smells like you're baking sugar cookies in the oven. I love scents that are like that. And this is just so sweet and gooey and sugary and delicious. I also have Churro Churro. This one's also like gooey, yummy, bready cinnamon. Oh, they're just so sweet and yummy. Oh my gosh, just my mouth is watering because all of those are such bakery gourmands, yummy scents. They're so good. And then I also have Crumb Top. This was a Bring Back My Bar January 2022. And this smells like gooey, yummy, buttery brown sugar. Down to our last browns set here. The first one that I've got on top. This one's a new one. This is Frosted Cinnamon Roll. This was a scent of the month not that long ago. This is the first time I'm smelling it. So I feel like all these brown ones kind of are blending together. Oh my gosh. So this is what I want sticky cinnamon buns to smell like. This is Frosted Cinnamon Roll. This you smell icing glazed over cinnamon rolls. Oh, that is so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. Finally, a cinnamon bun scent that I like from Scentsy. Next one I have is Coconut Pumpkin Pie, which is such a unique bakery scent because of that coconut. It smells like pumpkin and coconut and pie crust. There's a little tiny hint of cinnamon there in the back, but that is such a good one. Another really good one, again, also from January 2023, Bring Back My Bar, is Rum Raisin Cookie. This one smells like you're baking like oatmeal raisin cookies. Next, I have Gingerbread Buttercream. This one is so good. It literally smells like the buttercream version of gingerbread. It's gourmand, it's sweet, it's cookie-like. All the things that I love about gingerbread. And I also have a hazelnut latte. This one is so good. It smells like caramel, coffee cream, and a hint of coffee. That just smells like, you know what it smells like? I have been obsessed with the iced caramel brulee lattes at Starbucks lately. Oh, this smells just like that. It smells so good. It makes me want one. The last for the browns that I have is actually brown, and this is Perk Me Up. This one is similar to hazelnut latte, except this one's heavier on the coffee and a little lighter on the hazelnut and the cream. Perk Me Up is how I think most people wanted the Friends bar to smell like. So I'm glad that I have Perk Me Up because it is discontinued. And then the last bar that I have to share with you is the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Iridescent Bar. You can see it's white on the front. It is like a mauve color on the back. And this one is a freshie. It's definitely like floral linen. But it's not bad. It smells quite nostalgic to me, which is why I like it. That's why it has stayed so long in my Scentsy Club. In case you were wondering, that was a total of 84 Scentsy bars in one video in one Scentsy Club here for your entertainment. I hope you found this video helpful to you. Maybe you're gonna start that list up and you needed some inspiration. Now you know what scents you want to put on that discontinued list that you are going to add to your Scentsy Club when they come back around. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you got any enjoyment out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. That just helps to push my content to other people so that they can enjoy it too. I'm going to sprinkle some videos down here for you guys to watch next, and I will catch you there. Bye!